I went from a fresh max cape with nothing to 3 whole mega rares and nearly fully max gear. With the big 3 mega rares out of the way, I can start working towards something else. Something different. A Zuk Helmet. Welcome to my freshly max to fully max series. This time, adding in the Grandmaster Combat achievements. Good morning everybody. Just because we are going for a Zuk Helm does not give us an excuse to retire from the Imbued Heart grind. We are still here and we are still going strong. The last time I showed this, I left you guys on quite a cliffhanger. As most people say, Araxites and Smoke Devils, Turtles skip everything else. We have been doing this grind a little bit different, and for good reasons. First of all, I am of course still doing Araxites and Smoke Devils. These two will always be best in slot and insanely good for the heart. Each superior Araxite is a 1 in 224 chance at a heart, a very good rate. Not to mention all of the hard clue scrolls, and stackable clues did come out very recently, and we will get to them. I also showed you guys the safe spot for the superior Araxite, where we don't have to worry about it using specials, as it can only use them when it can reach you. The worst thing about life pre-stackable clues is the need to juggle every single one clue scroll for a full minute at a time. So let's talk about some other tasks that I'm throwing into the mix. We are not only doing Smoke Devils and Araxites, and there is a logical reason for it. One day, perhaps not today, this account will have all PVM items, and the only things left to do will be to skill or clog. Believe it or not, we are not as far away from that point as you would imagine. So yes, while we are turtle skipping for Araxites and Smoke Devils, we are doing some drive-bys along the way. The first side task that you would expect me not to be doing that I am going to be doing is Veni Bo Abbey Demons. This is a common AFK task for people hunting heart, although we are going to be paying attention. The reason is about 110k an hour prayer XP with Wrath Runes, which is a very good prayer XP rate. Another big reason why I wanted to do these is I love the double death charge from Yama plus Lightbearer, and I wanted to see how it would feel essentially having infinite spec. We gain 50 every minute, 30 from double death charge, and 20 from camping Lightbearer. That is a lot of specking. This is my first Abbey Demon task that I'm testing, but it's going great. 140k an hour prayer and 60k an hour slayer, no superiors yet. The prayer rate is inflated due to good RNG on unsold heads, but with the average prayer XP per kill, and assuming 57k an hour slayer long term due to banking, this task is about 110k an hour prayer and 140 hours for on rate Imbued Heart. 140 hours might sound like a lot, but it's 140 hours of good prayer XP, good hard clues, and less hours of turtle skipping. Long term, the skiller in me is 100% going to be thankful. I got an entire 0 superiors and 280 abyssal demons. I'd say it's a very warm welcome to trying new tasks outside of Araxites and superiors. I am still turtle skipping, but with good RNG and task storage, I managed to get 6 good tasks in a row, which meant a free 30 slayer points for me. My 7th task was 6 adamant dragons, and I'd normally turtle skip these, but since I can get another 15 slayer points alongside 0 timing potential adamant dragon clogs, I decided to try this out for the first time ever. I think getting all 3 mega rares really just made me think long term for this account. I swear I never thought I'd get this far. In case you've never done these before, adamant dragons for some reason are harder to kill than rune dragons and more annoying. They have a crazy strong poison special that you have to actively move around to dodge, so I'm just moving every hit to make my life easier. Less thinking this way. Ooh! No way I got a Visage from 6 adamant dragons. The Dragon Hunter wand got an insane buff for Barraging Slayer. It has 10% magic damage, and it can now autocast ancient magics. This is best in slot for barraging until a Kodai/Nightmare Staff. Absolutely worth me detouring for. They also made the wand 2 times more common than normal, and that makes it so that doing the method I'm doing, it's roughly a 15-hour grind on drop rate. 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, and normal trios are all similar in hours to the wand drop, with a slight difference in the hours due to waiting for Huey to respawn. That's it. I am doing 1 plus 2, which is the fastest and easiest. Huey has 3 pillars that are charged with protecting from melee, mage, and range. When these pillars are fully charged, you hit harder. So you never want to be in this room unless all 3 pillars are fully charged. 1 plus 2 means 1 main and 2 ults. This means that I am soloing the kill for 100% contribution, while there are 2 ults in the room, just camping protection prayers. Because Huey barely hits anything, we don't have to switch prayers on the iron or ults. We simply just leave on a prayer, AFK hit the boss for 8 minutes, and repeat. If you try 2 plus 1, the kill will be roughly 2 times faster with 2 people DPSing, and you'll get 50% contribution. Similar to 3 plus 0, no ults required, everyone just camps 1 prayer, kills should be roughly 3 times faster, and 33% contribution. It all evens out, just a small difference of waiting for Huey to respawn. Solos are nice because you don't need to wait on anyone and can just instantly send whenever. However, if you don't have ults, you can do this exact method with 2 other friends, as long as you are all camping 1 prayer. It is extremely easy. I found roughly 5 to 6 prayer pots and 10 to 12 food to be more than enough for a solo kill. I cannot stress enough that you do not need to bother swapping prayers, which I do occasionally in these clips, likely because I have nothing else to click. 30 adamant plate bodies, honestly not a bad drop. My favorite part of not being a hardcore, it is time to risk it all. I have to go to the bathroom, and what better way to do it than mid-kill. There's an insane amount of downtime to AFK right after you go up top and kill the actual boss, so good luck on minimal damage. Not even close. 700 damage while AFK, and now we hope for the drop. A clan member was in need of Huey, and as I said earlier, the difference between 1, 2, or 3 people killing the boss is minimal for the time per drop. So I decided to send some duos. About 2 times faster kills, so it's a bit more exciting, I guess, at least. More chances for a wand drop. Oh my god, I'm done! Yo, let's go! Not even 20 total kills since the update, and we are already out of here. We now have a new barrage stick, which is very powerful and going to make Slayer more fun. That brings us to our next detour task while getting Araxite and Smoke Devils, Necros. I was mind blown by the numbers of how quick the heart is here. Between aggro pots and being able to hit legit 47s with Ice Barrage, these are faster than you would think. By the way, I am 100% camping Slaughter Bracelets. That 47 I just hit is with missing a Tormented Bracelet. That's how powerful barraging is nowadays. Combine that with the fact that goading potions exist, making it so we don't have to tag them anymore, then subtract the time for banking, and we are looking at about 520 kills per hour. This equates to roughly 130 hours of on-task killing. Again, not worth it compared to Araxites or Smoke Devils, but 120k an hour Slayer, break-even GP, and a lot of hard clues. Similar to Abyssal Demons, it is a no-brainer to do this for my personal long-term goals. If only that was the heart. I hope this cleared up why I'm doing tasks outside of Araxites and Smoke Devils. The heart grind is something we should always be working on, but as I promised almost 9 minutes ago, I am going to start passively working towards the Zuk Helm. We managed to get Master Combat achievements just by doing some CAs while we were doing the bosses, but Grandmaster is a different tier. There are genuine hard tasks out there that require precise clicking, real skill, etc. Something we may not have. The first one I decided to try just to see if I could do it, I have been told might be one of the hardest. It wasn't a fluke in the Jad challenges. The Jad challenges are a little minigame test of skill that you can do in higher tiers after completing the Inferno. The combat achievements go up to killing 6 Jads at once, but It Wasn't a Fluke requires you to kill 5 Jads and then kill 6 Jads immediately after, without dying once, back to back, to prove that it was indeed not a fluke. I remember struggling with this in leagues. Now, we have to do it in the main game. Starting from attempt number 1, we have a long way to go. All it takes is one missed flick and we go down fast. At the very least, I started trying to kill the North Jad first, like a normal person. If we ever get this down, we work our way through clockwise. I'm always half decent at flicking in the beginning, until suddenly I miss one, my eyes get distracted, and everything gets fried. Could barely get time to grab the last healer, that was rough. After nearly 20 minutes of dying, coping, hopping between US and UK worlds, not knowing which was better, I finally got 1 Jad killed. Did I tank a million hits doing so? Yes. Is it still progress? Yes. So far, was it a fluke? Yes. The timing of the 4 is very awkward, because 2 Jads attack 1 tick apart, then the other 2 Jads each have 1 tick of downtime between the attacks. It is very inconsistent flicking. I now managed to get 2 Jads down, which is huge. Then I died in the most basic way ever, forgetting to sit my prayer pot. Fluke or not, as of right now, we haven't even attempted 6 Jads for the back-to-back. We are not even allowed to advance to that until we complete 5 just once. Yet we are so close to completing 5. It took us almost an entire hour, but we did it. Our first ever 5 Jad challenge. Now, the odds of us one and dunning a 6 Jad to prove that it was not a fluke is probably 0. But I said probably. Basically, I'm saying there's a chance. I got fully geared, even grabbed an angler for 120 HP. Now, here we go. Now, a lot of people have actually said that 6 Jads is easier than 5. Remember how I mentioned the awkward timing of 5s, where it's back-to-back hits, then wait a tick, then back-to-back? 6 Jads is a lot more consistent. 6 Jads attack back 6 back, and then there's 2 ticks of downtime and repeat. So it's just a matter of being able to switch prayers once per tick and remaining calm. The problem we run into, which happens here, is that because they are always attacking back-to-back, if you get lost for even 1 tick, you're pretty much guaranteed death. There's minimal time to fix yourself. One and dunning the fluke CA was insanely optimistic. We have to basically do the same learning that we just did on 5s, but on 6 only now. So for the next hour, or however long it takes, we're going to be trying to complete 6 Jads, and then go for the fluke CA afterwards. Oh. I think a lot of people choke on trying to tag the healers in these, but the reality is to just take your sweet time to tag them, and only click on the downtime between the last and first Jad. It took about 20 minutes and I was still dying a lot, but it was slowly starting to click. I had the timing down. One by one, the Jads started to fall over. I made the brutal mistake this attempt of attacking the Jads in order clockwise, like I did with the 5 Jads, but it was still working out. I think it is better for the mental to kill them in a zigzag, just so that you can give yourself time to breathe more than once per cycle, alongside fixing any mistakes. 2 Jads fell over. Before I knew it, I was halfway there. I took a decent amount of damage from healers here, but I remained calm and was 4 out of 6. I panicked and swapped my prayer early here, but it was humble. That could have been insanely depressing. Now, it was important to heal fully back up, and with 120 HP, 5 foods remaining, and only 1 Jad left, the odds of dying were very low. 5 minutes and 52 seconds, my first ever 6 Jad challenge complete. This was massive. My confidence was through the roof. Now all I had to do was prove that it was not a fluke. I went back to the 5 challenge to complete it for the back-to-back, and I was met with what people have warned me about. The timing from doing 6 jads back-to-back into this, it just felt off. I was just getting used to changing my prayers every tick, and now I have to wait. They were different. My eyes, brain, and hands react differently, making it more challenging than it actually is. And so, I threw a couple times. It took a few attempts to get the 5 done again. But eventually, we did get that other 5 challenge done, and we're ready for the back-to-back. I used dragon arrows this time, which meant I also got the 5 jad speed time. I did need a CA, but I didn't mention it because all it really is DPSing the jads more often, hitting the healers faster, and other than that, you just have to stay alive. It's not really a hard thing to do if you can just complete the challenge. We entered the 6 jads, and I don't know, between nerves, the timing of the 5s versus the 6s, it's harder than you would think. I got the healers to spawn, and then kissed the 4. Even though I was kissing the 4, it only took a couple more attempts to get another 5 jad challenge done. I was getting better. At this point as well, I tried to focus on the animations of each separate jad and reacting to that, rather than reacting to one jad and then just knowing the next hit's 1 tick later or 2 ticks later, because this gets rid of that awkward delay that 5s have and 6s don't. It also allows me to fix any mistakes easier than usual. And so, only 5 minutes later, 5 jads were killed and I had another fluke attempt. Iron Man or not, we are not messing around anymore. I have a full inventory of anglers. We will be 120 HP the entire time. Now that is embarrassing. I didn't even kill one. At this point, I was so consistent with the 5 jads that I decided to go back to grinding 6 jads. I had to get more comfy with 6 jads, and then whenever I was ready, I would quickly send a 5 with a fresh 6 on my mind. I took a break for the rest of the day and came back the next morning ready for blood. I practiced some 6s that I didn't record, but I also didn't get any completions of them. At the very least though, I was consistently killing 1 to 2 jads, and sometimes even just flicking trying to stay alive, not attacking anything. That was good enough for me. I was ready. Who would have guessed? After practicing 6s, the 5 jads took me about 20 minutes to complete. It didn't matter. I got it once, and I was ready for 6s. It was time to prove that it was not a fluke. Again, full inventory of anglers. We just have to stay calm. No! I prayed melee and now I'm lost! Oh my god, I couldn't recover it. Our next 5 jad was 1 and done. Nice. That was our 5th 5 jads. I just got beat up. It wasn't even close. 6 completions of 5 jads now, and as you can see, I ended this one with 0 food, so it definitely was not a good attempt. But maybe we don't need a good attempt, we need a last attempt. That could have been it. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm back. First middle one killed. Second middle one killed. And now it's as simple as triple jads. I can do this. It's no different than Inferno Wave 68. And then there were 2. 1. 2 anglers, 107 HP. This is free. Let's go, we did it! It Wasn't a Fluke has been complete. Now, I haven't done all the tasks, so I cannot confirm or deny that this is the hardest, arguably the hardest, or whatever. I can, however, confidently say it has definitely been the hardest one I've done so far. This sets us up for great motivation for future challenges. If we can sit here dying for 2 to 3 hours, we can do anything. I believe this is a good endpoint for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, the GM challenge, all of these hard PVM grinds, will be streamed on twitch.tv/jcwrs. So be sure to check in live. TY for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all next time. Peace out.